I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you in a quick natter format about how you identify movers and or potential movers and shakers in your organization and team. I have spoken about this topic before, and in general format, and I've said it's all about accountability, ownership, and responsibility. And ideally, you want to be looking for people who've got that as their foundation of way of life and way of doing things. Moving away from people who are all about blame, excuses, and people who are in denial. For me, movers and shakers, their general energy levels tend to be quite high. And they are people who sort of energize you. They're people who sort of inspire you, and you look at them and you feel a lot better. On the other spectrum, you've got people who are what I would call mood hoovers. They're energy vampires. They zap your energy, and conversations are difficult. It goes off topic quite easily, and and sometimes you feel there's no purpose. So your energy vampires, your energy zappers. Movers and shakers are also, in my view, in people who are team players, and I mean real team players rather than just individual. And for me, they have firstly awareness of their surroundings. They're emotionally intelligent. They're emotionally savvy. They have awareness of their surroundings. They have a general awareness of what's going on. Understand the bigger picture. Understand generally the main points to everything. Not necessarily want to get involved in every single aspect of it, but generally have a theme and understand there's a balance in terms of how much awareness they need to have on certain things. Secondly, they've got a awareness or strong awareness of themselves, their own sort of strengths and weaknesses, their own sort of positivity, and some of their areas that they're looking to possibly improve, or what their main strengths are as well. So general sense of understanding about themselves, and really a good sort of emotional intelligence aspect of it as well. Their general language is very much constructive. It's a language of respect at the heart of it. It's not a language where it's attacking in nature or putting down people in nature. It's generally a language of respect and politeness. They're also individuals that actually care. I spoke about before about having a power team, and I said one of the things in having a power team is people that are emotionally engaged, and they actually care. They care about the organization. They care about the people. They care about their own growth, their own development, but they care about people around them. They generally do give a damn when they care. One of the ways I've gauged, or I've tried to sort of gauge people in terms of whether they're potential movers or shakers, is where I've given them a task which is slightly left field. And what I mean by that is slightly different from the norm, a little bit different to maybe something that they're used to, and this is just to see how they react and how they sort of deal with it. And I put people into two main camps, even though there's a slight variation, but two main camps. One is where the individual doesn't really ask many questions. They sort of they don't really give much thought to it. There's not really understanding of the why or the purpose to it. And so at times you think in the back of your mind, are they fully aware of what they've got to do, what the task entails? Have they given any real thought? And have you got and sometimes you're left feeling that you have little confidence in terms of whether they're going to get the task done. Then there's individuals who want to know everything about that particular task, and to the nth degree. And these are questions after questions. And what you find is they quickly move away from the main point of the task per se and start giving you ideas about, well, I think you should do it this way, I think you should do it that way. And what you find is that they've moved away from having to do something themselves to something which again goes off field, and you're left thinking in terms of, why did I ever bother? and might as well do it themselves. And for me, it's actually getting that balance right. You want somebody who's going to do it with speed. You want somebody who's understanding why they're doing it, but also at the same time who has got a sense of the purpose behind it as well, and who's going to move with the task with the rigor that it needs and the robustness that it needs, and have that approach in terms of actually the focus that particular task needs. So that was my views on movers and shakers. There's